Hey there, I'm Caitlin with Legacy Title Agency, and today we're learning about what to expect when you sell property in a trust. We have 4 important things we want to watch out for. The first one is signing authority. Who has the ability to sign on behalf of your trust? The way we know who has the ability to sign on behalf of a trust is we look at something called a certificate of trust. The state of Michigan tells us that we can rely on this certificate of trust to provide all of the useful information that we need to know when you are trying to sell your property. So the person who's going to sign on behalf of the trust is what we call a trustee. So your certificate of trust is going to tell us who the current trustees are. So then we know who's able to sell that home. And we know how to make all of your documents. So it's very important that you get that certificate of trust to us early so that we have plenty of time to review it and make your documents appropriately. We're also going to want that original certificate of trust at the time of closing because we're going to record it. So you can just send us a copy at the beginning of your closing process for us to review and then bring that original with you to the closing. Now, most people ask, how do I get a certificate of trust, right? We know it's a legal document that has to comply with the state of Michigan laws. So a lot of times that may not be something that we're super comfortable with. Well, there's 2 ways to really do this. One, you can go to your attorney who prepared the trust. They should be able to help you create a certificate of trust. Or 2, you can reach out to us here at Legacy. We have sample documents we can provide you with, and we can walk you through that process as well. Now, the second item we want to address are the terms in the purchase agreement. So we just said we might be working with an attorney, right? We might be having our attorney draft our certificate of trust. We might even be having them review our closing documents too before the closing. So if we are having an attorney review our closing documents, we also want to make sure we don't forget to send our purchase agreement to that attorney. Number 3 is very important, and that is our social security number or TIN number. As a seller, we need to know our social security number or TIN number because we are going to have to provide that information to the IRS usually. So when you attend closing, you're going to need to be able to provide Legacy with the TIN or the social security number for your trust. So sometimes that's your personal social security number, and sometimes your trust has its own TIN. And again, the person who's probably going to know the answer to this question, if you don't already know, is your attorney who prepared the trust. And then our 4th thing, our last thing that we want to make sure that we are prepared for is how we are going to get our proceeds. First things first, we need to make sure we have a bank account in the name of our trust because the trust is the seller. The trust owns the property. So at the time of closing, we're going to cut that check or send that wire to the trust, not to you, the trustee. We're going to send it to the trust. And the name that will appear on that wire is the trust name. So you want to make sure that you have a bank account opened up in the name of the trust. So hopefully we're early on in our stages of planning. We want to go ahead and make sure we have that done. Okay, so now we know what needs to happen before our closing, but we don't want to forget what we need to do on the closing day as well. So first things first, remember on the closing day, we're going to bring that original certificate of trust so it can be recorded. The second thing, we're going to make sure we bring our social security number or TIN number for the trust. And the third thing is we're going to make sure we have that bank account set up in the name of the trust. And if we want a wire, right, if we want our proceeds to be sent to us via wire, we want to make sure that we have the bank account information for the trust. So that's our routing number, our account number, things like that. So if you're buying or selling in Michigan, and you want to explore a trust, don't go it alone. The paperwork and protections matter. Call us at Legacy Title Agency or visit us online at legacyclosings.com. Our team is here to guide you step by step and make sure your closing is smooth, safe, and stress-free.